Hi, welcome back to Box Delights. I'm Ricky Royal and this is Pilfering Pandas. Pilfering Pandas is an upcoming game from independent publishers Wren Games, designed by Janice and Stu Turner, the same team that brought you Assembly and Sensor Ghosts. I love those games with their innovative designs and dedication to the soloist. So I was very keen to get a preview. So this is a prototype of Pilfering Pandas. Pilfering Pandas is a rummy derivative. Actually, Janice tells us that it's based on a game that she used to play with her nan called Benny. But with Pilfering Pandas, they've built a game that uses those rummy-like concepts, but this time we've got 5 suits and they run from 1 to 9. And they've created a competitive co-op and solo game, turning a classic card game into something more thematic. And this time it's about pandas. We've got foiled plans, we've got keys that help us with our escape, and a board that tracks our progress as we try to evade the attentions of the keepers. I'm going to dive in here and show you how the solo game plays, and this one is a tough little cookie actually. It's a tight little solo challenge, and you'll see it plays really quickly and gives you a super little puzzle to try and play through. If you like set collection, hand management, rummy-like games where you've got to discard your cards into mouths to go out and win the game, then keep watching. Alright, I'm going to set up and keep going. In the solo game we removed the 8s and the 9s, so I'm going to put them off to one side. We've also got some cards that are used in the co-op and competitive games, which I'm also going to put out to the side for the solo game. There's 2 levels of difficulty. We've got a beginner game and a more difficult game. The idea is that we place our token in the solo player game down here. A zookeeper is chasing us, and we've got to reach the end, reach our target, so easy or hard, before the zookeeper catches us. Okay, that's what we've got to try and do. So let's do that, and we're going to play to the hard or the normal difficulty rather than the beginner's one. We also get to choose a set of pandas to help us. And each one comes with its own little special ability. So there's lots of variability in the game. And once more, some variability. We've got some meerkats to choose as well. We're going to choose 2 out of this set. Remember, everything here is prototype, but the artwork's pretty cute, right? So we're going to choose 2 randomly. These meerkats are going to help us escape. We got Nihal and Arya and Riley. Each meerkat has its own preference for the types of foods that they like, and it's foods that's going to help us. We're going to now stack the deck. This is called the loot deck. This represents the food that we can steal. Okay, so the 5 suits numbered 1 to 7 in the solo game. So we're going to give this a shuffle with either 3 or 4 keys. In a normal game we're going to use 3 keys. Keys act like wild cards. If we use these keys, then they actually grab the attention of the zookeeper and move them forward. Or we can discard them from the game and actually move the zookeeper back. So these keys can really help us. We're just going to shuffle these in. And once we've finished shuffling, we're going to split this deck into 3/3. Okay, 2/3 will form a big deck, 1/3 a small deck, and then in the thicker 2/3 we're going to shuffle 2 of these foiled plans. Right, in a hard game you might use 3 foiled plans. So these are things that just come and mess up the game a little bit for us. Okay, place the 3rd on top. Now in the solo game we also have a dummy player, and the dummy player, they don't really do very much. It's very easy to manage the dummy player. Okay, it's just a little bit of variability thrown into the game. The dummy player has a 3-card secret stash. I'll show you how this works in a minute. So let's set the dummy player up here. All right. We draw 6 cards into our hand. The loot deck goes here, and then The loot deck has a discard pile. In Pilfering Pandas, this discard pile is known as the hideout, and we start with 3 cards in the hideout. Now remember, we want to create melds of like 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, runs in a same suit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So we look at my hand. Okay, I've got a key already, that's good. So I've got 2 6s, so I'm on my way to creating a set of 3. Nothing else is helping me much here. But how do we push around this track? On each card is a little panda symbol. This 6 here's got 2 pandas, this key's got 2 zookeepers. This will move the zookeeper 2 spaces, right? Each of these is going to give us panda points. 1 panda point, 2 panda points, 1 panda point, 1, 1. Okay? So these 2s are the key to the game. When we play melds from our hand, okay, so our 4, 5, 6s, our 3 of a kinds, that stuff, they're going to go to the right of these meerkat cards. And in these sets, the first 6 cards we play will also move the zookeeper 1 space, and then beyond the 6, 7 plus 3 spaces. I'll show you how this works. So the game is going to ramp up as we go forward. The only other thing to remember on the solo game is we've got a hand limit of 12 cards. Alright, let's see how we do. Actions in a turn. We've got these player aids to help you with the turn order and the actions. Right, so turn order is we draw a card, then we perform our actions, then we discard 1 card, and then we check to see if we've won the game. Right, so it's pretty simple. Draw a card, play melds, discard a card. So at the start of your turn, the first thing we do is draw a card. We can either draw the top card from the loot deck, or the top card from the hideout, okay, or the discard pile. We call it the rightmost card, or the end card in the hideout. Okay, so you can play something like this if you wish, but the hideout might get quite long, so I tend to overlap them here. The other option, so it's 1 card from here, 1 card from here, is that we take more than 1 card from the hideout. Okay, we could take just 1, fine, freely, or we could take 2, 3, more, all the cards from the hideout if we wished. They have to be taken from the end backwards, all right? So we couldn't just take the 7, for example. If we wanted the 7, we'd have to take this one, and this one. Okay. If we wanted the 4, we'd have to take this one and this one. And if we wanted just the 2, freely take this one. Now, here's the key thing. If you take more than 1 card from the hideout, then this is called the multi-card pickup. If you take more than 1 card from the hideout, then the zookeeper moves forward 4 spaces. That's going to be critical to our strategy. All right. If the zookeeper ever catches us or overtakes us, we immediately lose the game. Okay, so let's start off. We're going to grab the top card from, well, I don't want this 2. We'll grab the top card from the loot deck. Oh, and would you look at it, it's a foiled plan. Okay, this one says backdoor trade. It says choose a meerkat. The next set play must be played to the left. All right, we'll come on to that in a bit. It doesn't matter where I place it. At this point, I'm going to place it. Let's say we choose Riley. Okay, well remember, now anytime you draw a forward plan, you immediately replace it with another card. So we're just going to draw another card. All right. So let's have a look. We've got 6s on the go. We've got a 7 here, a 7 here. I'm also looking at the secret stash, and kind of like the cooperative game, this is acting like another player in the game. Cards from the secret stash can end up in the hideout, and we've got some control over that. Now we take actions. Again, the reference card will talk you through it, but available actions are we pass, do nothing. We can play a new set to the meerkat trade area, a minimum of 3 cards. So in other words, a set of cards, like I could play those 3, for example, 6, 6 and a wild. I could extend an existing set by adding 1 card to it. So let's say I had 3 6s down here and I picked up another 6, I could add another 6 on the end. You can swap out a key. So for example, if I did play these and then I got another 6, instead of placing it to the end here, I could actually swap it with the key, replace that 6 with the 6, put this key in my hand. Keys in my hands are good, because another action you can take is to play the key from your hand, discard it from the game, and move the zookeeper back 2 spaces. The keys are the key, indeed, to keeping that zookeeper behind us. So for my action, And this is something that I was doing kind of wrongly when I first started out. So if you want a little strategy tip, I was playing melds early here, and that actually isn't a great thing to do. Instead, you need to kind of look ahead a little bit. So let's say I'm going to pass, I'm going to do nothing, and instead what I'm going to do is place this 7. Alright, so you take your actions, you can take as many actions as you want. I'm just going to pass. And then at the end of the turn, you have to place 1 card in the hideout. That's mandatory. You have to do it. Okay, so I'm going to place this 7. At the end of every turn, the zookeeper moves 1 spot forward. So he's on the 1 now. I'm on the 7. And the solo game, the last thing you do is you play 1 card from the secret stash of the dummy player to the hideout. Now the card you play must match either the suit, so the green snails, or the number, 7s. Okay. If none of the cards in the secret stash match, then you get free choice of which one to place. This is also key to winning the solo game, is managing that secret stash. So you'll see there's a 7 green, so I could play either the green 3 from the secret stash or the red 7. I'm going to play the red 7. Now what you'll notice is we've now created a meld, a set of 3 7s in the hideout. So I could, on a subsequent turn, decide, instead of drawing from here or taking the single card from the end here, I could take all of them. Okay, zookeeper moves forward 4 spaces, but I get all of them and I've grabbed a set. Do you see? The last action you can take is to use your Panda's special ability. Take the last 2 cards as if you were drawing 1. So remember, you can always draw 1 freely, either from here or from here. This lets you draw 2 freely. Okay. Lastly, we refill the secret stash from the top of the deck. Ooh, 3 3s, nice. Right, that's it, we've played the first turn, let's go again. So where do we want to draw from? Do I want to pick those up? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11. If I draw now, that's 12 cards. Potentially we're putting a 3 and a 3 down. I think I'm going to take them now. I'm going to do the multi-card pickup. So remember, you pick up all cards from the right towards the card that you're after. I'm after this 7. So there's another rule to remember here. The card that you pick up has to be played into a set during this turn. Okay, so you pick up and you take an action. That action must include this card. Alright, so if I did a pickup to just there, for example, I'd have to include the 4 in my set. Pick up to there, I have to include the 2. Okay. Now, if it's a single card pickup, you don't. That can stay in your hand or be played into a set. Right, but multi-card pickup, the furthest left card that you pick must be included in a set. So, but that's cool. I'm going to take all of these. I don't have to play the 4 and the 2, but I'm going to play this blue 7 with these other 2 7s. Right, that's it. I've done what I need to do. And I'm under the 12 card hand limit. Right, so multi-card pickup moves the zookeeper forward 4 spaces. So use it sparingly. Remember, forward plan says I must place it here. What forward plans says, the next set played must be placed to the left of the trade area. What this means is, and in this instance it's not going to have any effect, but let's assume I had played these 3 6s down. When I play my 3 7s now, I play them to the left of, right, in here. That's what it means. Okay. Normally you have to play them to the right. Okay. Right, I'm going to play, this goes away. And I'm going to play them in here, my 3 7s. Now, when you play a set, look at the meerkat's preferences. The first set you play, one of the suits must match their preferences in the first card you place. So I have to place the blue one first. Then I can choose whether I want the red 7 or the green 7. I'm going to play the green 7 next, and then the red 7. And this is important, this is part of your strategy, because the next card I play here must be the same suit or the same number. So something like this. If I wanted to play the 6s next, I could do that. Okay? Because the suits match. Alright, there we go. So we've played a set, and that scored us 1, 2, 3 points. If the sets match all of these preferences, so if we had blue, yellow and purple, grass, berries and crab, then we would get a bonus, but we don't. So it's 3 panda points for me. 1, 2, 3. And anytime you play a set where the number of cards is between 1 and 6, 3 cards in this meerkat trade area, we move the zookeeper forward 1. Okay, now we've got a problem because zookeeper's only 3 spots away from me. So, but we can do something about that because we've got a key in our hand. My next action is I'm going to discard this key. Remove it from the game, and that moves the zookeeper back 2 spaces. Okay, 1, 2. Now we're ready to end our turn. I don't have any more sets I can play. So, all we need to do next is bury a card in the hideout. I think I'm going to go with the red 2, the fox 2. And move the zookeeper up 1 spot. He's only 4 away again. This game is really tight, really tricky. Okay, end of our turn. If the hideout is less than 3 cards, we've got to top it up to 3 cards from the loot deck. So there's quite a lot of randomness here. I'm messing with your plans. And then finally, playing solo, we have to play a card from the dummy hand, from the secret stash, into the hideout, matching the number or suit. Fortunately, we've drawn a 3, so any of these are good. Now, once the hideout's above 3 cards, we kind of get a little bit more control over what's going in there. These random pulls are quite horrible, but there you go. Right, now let's refresh the secret stash. Foxy 5. We start a new turn. I feel like I need to get a set going now. Let's draw from the top of the deck. It's a key. Good, because I'm going to toss it out straight away. Moving back 2 spaces. Okay, brilliant. Phew. Now we've got a little bit more control. I could grab these straight away, you see. But it would be nice to get those other 3s in, right? So why don't I pass? The thing is, look, that 3 goes with that 4. That purple 3 goes with this 1 and the 2. There's more opportunities there. Yeah, I like this idea. I'm going to use Ams and Sams as an action. You may take the last 2 cards in the hideout as if you were drawing 1. So I'm going to use that action. I can't use that again. Grab these 2 3s. Then I could play a run of 3, like up here. It's got purple. And that would give me 3 points and him 1. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 1 to him. I'm going to end my turn. Put this 3 in the hideout. So it's popped up to 3. I don't need to refill it with random cards. Move the zookeeper forward 1 more. Dummy's turn. So the 5 could go, or any of the 3s. I'm going to put that green 3 down. Refill. 6. New turn. I'm going to draw a card from here. I'm going to pass. Place another 3 down. Zookeeper moves forward. He puts the 3 down, refills. New turn. Multi-card pickup. I want to grab all these, don't I? Should we do it now? I could go another turn because he's quite a way away. I might do that. I might wait. Let's draw. It's a 2. Blue 2. I'll play the 6. He'll play this 6. Refresh. Move forward. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want this green 1. I don't want this red 2. I think now I do it. I'm going to grab all of these. I have to use the red 3. He moves forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I want to play the 3s down. I've got a lot of them. And if possible, leverage the bonus. So I could play the red 3 and then the sequence like this. I don't get the bonus. Or I could play the 3s here. I don't have a purple, so again I don't get the bonus. But I can leverage this one, so I could extend like... Actually, I could be even cheekier and do it in 2 hits like this. Yeah, let's do this. So red, purple, green, and extend here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the bonus, that's 5 points for me. We're still under the 6 threshold. That's 1, 2, 3, that's 5 forward for me. Takes me to 18, 1 forward for him. Then I can play the rest of these 3s. Alright, we're still under the threshold. And now I can play these. We don't get the bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4 points to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 point to him. Still under the threshold. But now the next set we play, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 7 cards here. So we're going to turn this sideways to indicate the next set we play will be over the threshold. Okay, it doesn't matter that within the set we went over the threshold. Right, it was still under when we played the set. But now the next set we play will move the zookeeper forward 3 spaces instead. I could play the 6s as well. I could just wait. Discard this 4, keeps it at 3, ends my turn, he goes up 1. Let's push this one down, refill. Oh, another 4, new turn. This is what I've got. I've got to keep an eye because I want sets. So I've got the 2 building into this set, but then I'll be left with this 1 in my hand, though I could discard it. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. 1, 2, 3 sets more might be enough. Let's go again. It's a 6. Right, that I like. That I like. Right, let's pass. I want to get those 4s down, so let's play down this yellow 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I've got to watch my hand size. Pushes him up 1. This comes down. Refill. New turn. Have I got enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What, am I 1 short? What's the bonus from here? I might just squeeze this, you know. Should we try it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. I've got to play the red 2. Moves him forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a bonus. Blue, yellow, purple, blue, yellow, purple. The only one that I can get a bonus from is this set of 4s, but I'm on reds. Let's see if I can do this in 1 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panda points. And we're under the threshold, so it moves in forward 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move forward 1. Now we're over the threshold, so this is going to move in forward 3. I'll get a bonus point because I've got blue, yellow, purple. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moves it forward 1, 2, 3 points. And I need 3 points to win, and I've got the 3 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He comes forward 3. 1, 2, 3. We end our turn. Got a card in the hideout. Moving forward 1. We've done it. Wow. Let's just check the turn order. Yeah, move the zookeeper forward. Check win conditions. Win conditions are: collect all cards left in hand. In a solo game, you don't need to do that because you haven't got any cards left. You have to go out and advance the zookeeper markers forward. So in a co-op game, one of you has to go out, and then whatever left in the other player's hands. So you don't all go out together. You just add them on. You add the zookeeper based on what foods are left behind. And then we've passed the victory point marker. And if the zookeeper is still behind you, you are victorious. There it is. I made that look easy. It's not normally that easy. It's very, very tricky. Tight management. This was good. I like this sets of threes, and then just being able to collect the fours and the twos. The temptation is to play your runs out early. So I could have gone 2, 3, 4. You see the blues 2, 3, 4. I was tempted to do that, but no, I held on just from what was visible here. That's it. That's Pilfering Pandas. A super little game. Look out for it. The final production will be a lot sweeter than this. Great little puzzle. Solo game can be really tight, and it is tricky to win at times. Ren Games have done a great job with this. Thanks for watching then. We'll see you next time.